Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing just absolutely outstanding. I'm doing pretty well over here. Yes, I still have my Christmas cups out. Don't judge me. They make me happy. And I love them. So, yeah, I'm still using my Christmas cups, guys. We're only 5 days into January. I can still use them. But what are we here to talk about today? This TBR, y'all. This TBR. That is 80 books strong. I went through and I listed my entire TBR. And it's 80 books strong. That is books that I currently own or currently have from the library or currently have downloaded from Kindle Unlimited. And I intend to read this year. Or I need to read this year. Which is a lot, but I have been a little under the weather and have been knocking books out. I am currently 3 books at a time right now, for a few reasons. One is that I'm reading one on my Kindle at night when I'm laying in bed, or like early hours of the morning if I wake up too early before my husband, and I just want to lay there and read a book. And so I'm almost done with that book, and that is the House in the Pines, I believe it's called. Give me a second, it's at the bottom of the list. The House in the Pines. I'm so good. So I'm almost done with that book. That's on my Kindle. And then I started Cherish, which is the 6th and final book in the Tracy Wolf Court series. I started reading that on my Kindle. Realized, oh, stop. I never read book 5. So now 5 is on my Audible, and while I am knitting and stuff, I'm reading book 5, or listening to technically book 5. So I currently have 3 books going, but I did stop on book 6 of the Court series until I finish book 5. If that makes any sense. But yeah, we are 80 books strong in our TBR this year, and I just want to give you some highlights, some books that I'm like, gosh dang it, I'm reading that this year. The Prison Healer. I heard about it all through the end of last year. I downloaded it. It was like $3, I think, because I had a bunch of Kindle credits. So I paid like $3.99 or $4.99 for it. And I haven't read it yet, and I really want to read it. Atalanta. I'm doing a few different challenges in my book journal. So I'm doing a few different challenges on my book journal, and one of them is like mythology or ancient Greece, and so Atalanta definitely fits that vibe. Piranesi is also on hold at the library, or Piranesi. I believe it's going to fit into that challenge as well. Also, Dark Academia is a challenge that I have. So I currently have a study in drowning up on deck, as well as Babel by R.F. Kuang just dropped this morning from the library. So that is 2 that are high on my TBR. We have the rest of my Christmas haul / Black Friday haul that I still haven't read, which includes Hurricane Wars, A Mortal Longing, Starbringer, Fall of Ruin and Wrath. Bookshops and Bone Dust has been on my shelf since release day, and I have not read it, which is criminal. I don't know why. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, I gotta read this first. Oh, I gotta read this real quick. Oh, this is from the library. It's gonna go back. When this is sitting on my shelf, and I know I'm gonna love it. I got those 2 Olivia Dade books up there on the top from Book Outlet. I'm excited to read them. Spoiler alert, and Shipwrecked. Light Lark, I'm super excited about. Midnight Sun, I have been putting off reading on my TBR for years, and I'm going to dang well do it this year. This is the year for me that I am going to read this TBR and get some of these big hitters knocked off. I got Wayward. I never got around to that last year. A River Enchanted. I finished Rebecca Ross's Letters of Entanglement, her Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, and ate it up. Absolutely loved it. I've had A River Enchanted on my Kindle forever. Have not gotten around to it. Sleeping with Friends was one of my last, first reads of the year last year that looked really good. From the premise, a real quick look at it, it was a woman who wakes up from amnesia and she has 6 boyfriends or 6 guys who are claiming that they are her significant other because she's about to get a big lump sum of money from the accident that put her in the coma. I don't know. I skimmed it, but it looked really good. The Roommate Risk. Everybody raves about The Roommate Risk. I have started it 3 different times, and something drops from the library or something catches my attention more. I see a TikTok about a book, and I'm like, no, I want to read that. I got to start from the beginning every single time, but I'm going to read The Roommate Risk this year. What else is on here? Daughter of the Pirate King. That has been on my Kindle for a full year. I have not read it, and I want to because I want to be able to order the hardback copies. They're gorgeous. Books A Million has a stunning set of sprayed edges books in this series, Daughter of the Pirate King, and I want them, but I refuse to purchase them until I actually read it. I hope you guys can't hear what is going on beside me. My dog has decided that he is starving and thirsty at the same time this morning. Priest. Priest is another one that I purchased when everybody on TikTok was talking about it and never read it. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm hopeful, guys. I'm hopeful. Very hopeful that I'm going to like Priest. What else do we have? The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo. Have not read it, and it's been on my Kindle at least a year, maybe longer, and I have not read it. It just keeps slowly creeping down my Kindle, when you scroll, it just slowly keeps creeping down to the bottom, and I'm like, why? Why? I would love this book. Because there's always something else, man. There's always something else. The Query Girls. That was one of my first reads, at the beginning of the year last year. And I really, really am excited to read it. I have a couple of friends who have already read it. They said it was great. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. The Bound By series. You've got Bound by Treason, Bound by Blood, Bound by Watchers, Bound by Stardust, Bound by Dragons, Bound by Ravens, Bound by Knighthood, Bound by Death, Bound by Honey. All of that. I got those downloaded on Stuff Your Kindle Day. I think it took me 2 Stuff Your Kindle days to get the whole series. But I really want to read them. They just keep getting pushed down my Kindle. And then we've got the whole Aragon series. Aragon, Eldest, Brissinger, Inheritance, and Murtaugh. I have a beautiful set over on my shelf over there that I'm borrowing from a friend. I really want to get that set back to my friend. What else do we got? Practice Makes Perfect is not my fault. I have had that book for 4 or 5 months on hold at the library. It still has not dropped yet. So that's technically not my fault that I haven't read that one yet. I will read it when it drops from the library. Currently reading, I can highlight that one. House in the Pines, Cherish, and Charm, all at the same time. Piranesi, I already talked about. It's on my TBR. Dance of Thieves, Fireborn, The Secret History. So The Secret History is going to fit into that Dark Academia challenge that I'm doing, and I'm really, really excited about that. Bride by Allie Hazelwood, when that one drops. And we've got Crescent City 3 dropping too. Those are on my TBR. Yeah, 80 books long. It's not crazy and totally doable because I read 156, I think, last year. So 80 books is not even half of it's about half of how many books I'm going to read this year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it very, very much. And tell me how many books are on your TBR for the year if you have them counted up. Or if any of my TBR books are also on your TBR books, I would love to hear about it. Leave a comment down below. I love you guys so, so much. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting when you do. I totally appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.